I go by Queen. You guys seem all tense. Wow. What was I saying? Oh yes, by the way, I go by Queen, Liana. But like Tabitha said, I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit as to why we're here tonight and what provoked, I don't like that word, but that's not word in my head. So what provoked this meeting for tonight. I know some people like, it's all of a sudden it's happening at the end of the semester, and why is it happening so quick, and it's a short time we were able to put on this forum. But recently, it came to some of our attention that the university has decided to refurbish the mural out on Barwell, and not really having like a dialogue as a student, and several students not feeling like we really had like a voice about the mural or our stance on the mural and things of that regard. Starting off, just making it very clear that the point of tonight's meeting is A, not to attack the mural nor the artist of the mural. We holistically and strongly affirm freedom in artistic work, value in artistic work. We affirm people's opinions. We affirm that that art is beautiful and that it's valuable. So we have no intent on attacking the mural that is on Biola's campus. And so we're making that very clear so that no one walks away from here feeling that we're saying the mural is ugly and it needs to be destroyed. Numero uno, number one. Number two, we are very aware that there are several viewpoints you can come from when addressing any form of artistic expression, but especially tonight, the mural. And for over the past 17 years, and even prior to the mural being in its inception, understanding that there are four ways to come at this, and we're very clear about that. And one way we've acknowledged that through artistic expression, understanding the value of artistic expression. Number two, different people approach the mural from a level of historical accuracy. How accurate is the portrait? Number three, people approach the mural from the form of, is it or is it not just this mural, but murals of Jesus, or paintings of Jesus, or pictures of Jesus in general. Is it not going against biblical commands to or fro, to or against graven images? And number four, which is our main focus tonight, because we feel has not been given much voice, is understanding the role of images in racial oppression. And we feel that that voice has not been heard or has not been spoken up enough, at least on this campus, and is considered as a valuable voice. And we understand that all four areas are appropriate, and all four areas are valuable, and all four areas have meaning. But even in and this is once again not to attack the art department, these are very great essays and well written, but we still don't feel like the voice of the student who says, but it carries much more of a value than just being artistic expression, and that it carries value as far as historically there have been racial images in general that do hold value, and we also affirm the difference between intent and impact. And we do know that the artist had an intent when he made the mural, and the intent is very well understood, I'm assuming, by the Biola community. The intent is giving on our tours when we bring students on campus. We know that the word is very valuable, and I hold and I affirm that. But intent does not necessarily speak to impact. So today we're talking about impact, and this is not this rule-all movement that says tear the mural down. We want a conversation. We think it's okay to have discussion about issues that impact different people on our campus, and that there be a broad voice. With that said, we will have time for Q&A. If you don't have questions, you want to make comments, you want to make, what you believe, then you can say it. But today we have a variety of different panelists. We have a couple of questions that they're going to answer in regards to the mural, and then we're just going to open up the floor. We had ordered more mics that we do not have today, so we're going to kind of have to share or be very loud and vocal with your questions. I think this room is small enough for us to hear your questions, not all at one time, but what you feel is very valuable today. And then we're going to close the evening, and we're going to walk away still being a Biola community, because the reason for today is not to be divisive, but to open up dialogue and to maybe question situations that are going on this campus. So, Tabitha, you're going to ask the questions to our different panelists, and we just pray that you guys have open ears and open hearts. Like, we're not here to bash anybody, we just want to talk. Is that okay?
Okay, Liana. Okay.
Alright, let me introduce our panelists first, for those of you. You can talk to Liana. She's a good speaker. This is Phillip Wallace. Phillip L. Wallace. Oh, the first. Whatever. This is Daniel Chacon. Shout out. This is Emily Johnson. Kristen Walthall, she's an alumni. Michael Martin. Rosetta Riley. And Randy Johnson. Man, your enthusiasm is depleting. First, the panelists. Acknowledging the 4 areas of discussion related to the mural, which is historical accuracy, graven images, artistic expression, and ethnic oppression. What is your take on the mural? And just for clarification, there are a lot of panelists. We're not going to have each one answer every question, but as they desire.
Do you want to speak on it? Yeah. Okay. My take on it, honestly, it's kind of weird. It's it wouldn't. It's more along the lines of like, I'll put it like this. I'll just tell you my when I see it. I don't really look at it and feel. I'm not really an artsy guy, and so when I see a lot of art and paintings, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, art, whatever. And it is what it is. Either it looks good or it doesn't look good. So that's that. I mean, to me, I know it all differs. And then, but then on the side of, I'm kind of on the side of the oppression. I kind of see it from I can understand the side of oppression, but I honestly can say that I do not feel oppressed by the art. When I see it, I feel no oppression. Once again, it's just a picture of a guy that's supposed to be Jesus. And when I see it, how my mom, when I was a little kid, younger than about 5 years old, my mom always told me, she said, Jesus didn't look anything like that. He was not a white guy. Jesus was from the Middle East, basically. So if I were to use a very famous figure right now, Jesus probably looked more like Saddam Hussein than that cat up there. Just to be honest with you all. And that's what my mom told me as a little kid. She also told me that people have a tendency to paint pictures of Jesus or God or any type of images or whatever in images that look like them. They paint images of good things in forms that look like them, you know. And so therefore, a lot of European art, a lot of our images of Jesus came from Europe. Therefore, we have a lot of Eurocentric images of Christ. It made sense to me as a kid. I was like, white person painted Jesus, made him white. Okay, that's what you do, I guess. I would paint Jesus. I would probably make him brown if I was that guy. But one thing I will say, so that it doesn't affect me in my walk. I look at it, I don't feel oppressed at all. However, the one thing that I do notice is that there is a, I don't believe that if that picture of Jesus right there looked like Denzel Washington, that we'd be having this conversation, because it would have been torn down a long time ago. Let's just be real. I do believe that, you know, I mean, I'm just being real with you guys. Or if he looked like Snoop Dogg with his hair permed out. You know, doggone good and well, that mural wouldn't be there. No one will be sitting there talking about, oh, it's a beautiful picture. People will be saying, oh, that's sacrilege. So that's just something how I do feel. So it's kind of like it's easier when the image is kind of looking a bit more like you to see it and be like, oh, that's art. But when you see it and it's not like you, just like, oh, hey. And by the way, I know lots of black people, not me, but I have spoken to a lot. My stepsister is one. This other guy I grew up with around the corner. They're really put off in a bit. Like I was talking to Liana the other day. You guys may call her Queen. I call her Liana because I'm older than her. The image in and of itself is not the problem to me. I feel that the image is symbolic of a bigger problem, which is the Europeanization of Christianity in America.
That's right.
And so therefore it's like a lot of things with Christianity has been historically seen from a European point of view. I asked somebody when we talk about church history, we tend to think about a lot of things from a European church history. The church did not exist solely in Europe. However, when we think church history, that's what we think of, and that's